cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexistence, but to know the real.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. I'm your host, K Money, and in the building with me, my co-host Slash, Freddie G, and Comedian 96. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. You can find us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast, Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast, and if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like and or subscribe. Today, man, I thought we'd discuss, last year when we started, I remember we had an episode talking about AI, artificial intelligence, and since we're in the month of March, March Madness is going on, and this is like one of the biggest brackets that pretty much involves the nation on picking their favorite college teams to make it to the national championship. Mm-hmm. And I just happened to see a story on how AI can possibly help you win. And I just wanted to get you guys' thoughts on if you think AI definitely can contribute to one's winning in betting or gambling. And if so, how can and will it impact, gambling moving forward?
If it does impact whether you win or not,
increase your chances on winning.
If it increases your chances on winning, I think that kind of it's cheating the game.
Exactly, that's what I feel it would be.
But is it gonna be too many winners? Can they afford the amount of winners that AI is gonna cause? It's got to be some kind of thing set up to where AI don't allow too many people to win.
And let's just hypothetically say that people do start winning. There's a percentage on winning going up.
Right.
How do you think that would affect gambling moving forward? Because they would have to do something. One, it's gonna cause more people to play, I think.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
is it gonna cost them more money?
Right.
Too?
Is it? Are we losing? Is the government losing? Is it the government or the state that runs them? I'm not sure, but are they losing out when more people are winning?
I would think so. It's more payouts than
Yeah,
and these payouts are pretty big.
Yeah,
right?
If they got it correct. Now, I will say this: most AI apps will have a statement like this one. It'll say, "We strive to provide the accurate and well-researched answers, but not infallible. Sometimes we may make a mistake or mistakes or have outdated information, especially if things have changed." So it'll have like a statement like that.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's accurate now. Give it a couple of years where the data is more, where they're doing more research.
Yeah.
And more so
it's learning more as the years go.
Exactly.
Which is what AI does.
Right. Picks up the information.
Right.
There's actually a CEO in Denver that has a platform called 4C Predictions, and he has a $1 million bet that AI can pick the NCAA champion, which, by the way, he did pick the University of Houston, or AI picked the University of Houston to win.
After I saw, I did too, but after I saw Arkansas.
Well, it's a lot of good teams still out there playing, man. And as the weeks go on, which
they were the number
next
10.
2 weeks go on, competition will get a lot better. And like I say, we will have a champion in the next 2 weeks. But AI, to me, man, I do believe in AI, artificial intelligence. However, my skepticism, is that a word? Skepticism?
Yeah, that's a word.
Is, and I don't want to contradict because we just said that AI gets its information basically from, in time, just general information on how something is operating and moving.
Right.
I'm trying to understand how that information is loaded into AI, or put into AI. Is it still operated by man somehow, some way?
That's what I'm wondering.
That's amazing the way it works. Thinking about these things.
Right.
It makes it amazing to me because it's like, okay, is there somebody, like you say, manning this? But if that's the case, somebody have to be sitting. It have to be a person ready for each one of us with Siri on their phone. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
So I don't know, but it's kind of strange. How is anybody manning this? I mean, I don't know.
I don't think it's a human being manning it. I really believe that a lot of this has to do with the satellites in China making specific chips
to recognize
certain things and to be able to act like a human.
Automation.
Yeah, so I think
got
a lot of
some
I think when it comes to technology, China may be a little bit
they
further.
much
Yeah,
further.
I agree.
I also believe that the satellite play a part of in it all. So.
Yeah, I would say information that readily available information is fed into a system, no matter if it's about cooking, about sports, about business. Just information that's accurate is fed, and then
they
AI
see what
just
spits out.
its best assessment.
And when you think about it,
And it's not. Go ahead.
It's really not much latency on it either, because for it to do all of that means it has to pick up on keywords and associate everything with those words, and what you say, kind of shift through it to find which lane it need to be in to give you a specific answer. That works pretty fast, and whoever created that, man, was a genius.
And here goes something. Man, you know that a lot of these jobs, they like if you're putting in an application or a resume, they have like questions to say, you have to consent for AI. They'll allow AI to review your resume over a human being.
Right. And it's got to have a certain amount of hits.
So they're looking for certain words or whatever. Now, of course, you would want a human. I would want a human being to review my resume,
of course,
over AI.
Yeah.
But a lot of these companies are using AI to review your resume.
So AI is hiring people now.
Yeah. It looks for hits. It wants like an 80% hit.
Yeah.
If it don't hit 80%, it doesn't make it to the desk to the supervisor.
They're not even going to review
it. If it's 79, you just missed it by a point. Your resume is trash.
Yeah.
So Freddie G right about that.
Comedian 96. I wanted to get back. We kind of got away. We still talking about AI, but I wanted to focus more so on the betting and gaming industry. You had read a disclaimer earlier from an app that you had. You mind letting us know what app that was and
Yeah, I can't pronounce it, but I'm gonna try my best to.
Well, spell it out, man. And
all right, it's called Chat GPT. Chat GPT.
So wait a minute. That was what you couldn't read.
Well, when you open it, it's a long supercalifragilisticexpialidocious word. But when you it's got a initial Chat GPT. It's easy when you click it, but when you go into it, it's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Can we go to the supermarket get some French fries?
So what type of app is that?
It's an AI app, and I'm gonna be honest. I was always against AI, and I still am. However, this app, I have 29 people that work under me, so I need it. I need it to write certain things up for me.
Okay, it's just an AI. It's a.
I just give it bullet points for each.
Okay, I thought it was I thought it had something to do with dealing with sports. That's why I asked you. But they, I'm presuming that they do have apps out there now that can assist. I guess AI or run by AI or
they are. You're absolutely correct, because my laptop has some sort of AI deal on it, and I can set it to where the microphone will listen for me to say a certain thing, and it'll come up and it'll help you do stuff. Like you can ask, it'll ask you, what do you want? And you can tell it, I want you to do this, and it'll start looking for it, and it'll give you an answer of how, they think they'll do it, or whatever it is you ask it. They'll show you something. But it's kind of cool, man, but I kind of don't use it. I think AI is a good tool for certain things.
But
I don't think it should be in the gambling world, because now I think that's cheating in the gambling world.
Man, look, they say the house always wins. The house been winning forever.
Well-
it's time for the house to
Well,
lose.
Here's the thing. So
Yeah.
if you're using AI to complete a NCAA bracket for March Madness,
Right.
at the end of the day, the AI can predict, okay, this team has a more likely
Right.
chance, this team, which is actually what we as human
Try to
beings
Trying to do.
trying to do,
That's
right?
right. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, because I would think that if you're picking a team, what AI is doing versus what humans they can do, but they don't take the time to do.
Right, it's
is
not
the
as quick.
Is the analytics.
That's the word I was going to use earlier.
Yeah.
it's the
AI is more
analytics.
analytical.
Yeah. AI say, okay, the percentage here is this and percentage there is that, right? Because they play defense better than this team or whatever, right? But at the end of the day, here's where I think that when it comes to bracketing, I'm only speaking of bracketing because of March Madness, where there's the flaw. At the end of the day, the team's got to go out and play.
That's right.
And if you have a player that AI had predicted, say, okay, because they have this player and his 3-point shooting is excellent, you know, their chances of winning is greater because he takes, let's say, 7 threes a game, right? Well, let's just say that said player is off because he's a human.
Right.
Or hurt. Or
Gets
Well,
hurt.
no, I'm not even. I'm intentionally saying not hurt.
Yeah.
He's off. It's
just a
because
bad day.
he's human.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then that could ruin the bracket because he's off.
That's right.
Yeah.
That one game.
Yeah.
That one game,
Yeah.
or let's just say there's a player on the opposite team that usually don't get a lot of playing time,
But he got in and
but
got
he
it.
got in
Yeah.
and he caught fire.
Right.
Like
Can't predict that.
yeah, you can't predict it.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So that's
Or-
where the AI is kind of flawed.
Yeah, or even if just say a player did get hot, he was hot he was
Right.
hot, and then 5 minutes into the game, he hit first 3-pointer.
Yeah.
5 minutes in the game, he hurt his ankle. He out for the game. Can't predict that either.
But with them being flawed like that, with AI being flawed like that, then from the way you just explained it, Freddie G, that's kind of a 50-50 thing now.
Right.
It's not really cheating if you're going to flaw it
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So it's okay now because it's not definite anyway.
Exactly.
So you still gambling in a sense.
He's still
Well, you
gambling
still gambling.
because you can't.
Gambling twice now.
Also, you can't predict ejections.
Now
You
you're
can't-
gambling
you
on the fact
yeah,
that
you gambling either way.
you gambling now on the fact that you're gonna gamble to win.
Well, you
So
made
twice.
I'm sorry, Slash. Freddie G, you did make a great point in regards to how AI can predict human interaction or how behavior, future behavior in a sense. It's more analytical. So I think the information that it is gathering will be based on how teams may have performed in the last 5 to 10 years
Right.
versus the
next 10 days.
Yeah, well, that
Yeah.
too, as well as the players that they have on that squad. Because again, a person can get hurt in the middle of a game, which can fuck up that whole
Right.
Yep.
prediction.
Right.
And then you can't. Then AI can't account for pressure, man.
No.
Yeah.
It's 1 second left on the clock. You
Right.
just got fouled. You down by 1. You get 2 free throws.
You need
Man,
Ice
you need
water.
both of them to win.
Yeah.
You ain't lying.
And
That's
that
pressure. Yeah.
that's on that kid.
That's
or-
a good
or
one.
the- you can't predict that pressure.
That's
Okay.
Freddie G. With 19,000 people watching, you
Yeah,
gotta,
you can't
Hey,
predict
yeah,
that
I'm
pressure.
telling you, that's pressure for real.
Slash.
oh, I'm shaking.
Like you made a good point also, Slash, saying you're in a sense gambling twice now.
Yeah,
Because
you
you're gambling on who you think will win, and then you're gambling on whether or not you feel AI is going to give you this
Right, yeah.
correct information.
And you know it's not gonna give you. It gives you what you just read earlier.
that disclaimer saying that
disclaimer.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gambling twice. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I haven't researched to see if AI, since these apps have been incorporated, if the winning percentages have increased or not. I'm not a gambler. I'm not trying to throw you under the bus, Comedian 96, but I know you like to, do your thing.
I play Prize Pick and DraftKings. I play those football seasons.
So
I have to wait.
Speaking from your experience, has your winning percentages increased since using those apps?
No, I never used it for that. I never thought about doing that, but I am now. I never thought about using AI.
You say you use them, but you never used them.
I don't use it for gambling purposes.
You know what he do? Comedian 96 called Freddie G.
Exactly. That's what I do.
Hey, man, who you think gonna win?
Freddie G, my AI, because he go into detail. He didn't do his homework in 1989. So the teacher put him out. So that nigga mad. He gonna run that ball, get 3 touchdowns, and guess what? He'll get 3 touchdowns. Freddie G's AI.
We know Freddie G. We'll analyze him. That's why you gave him the name Voice of Reason.
Yeah, you'll be like, man, how you know the whole history behind this man? You know the whole team. You know when they didn't start till 1971. Fred, who gonna win, bro?
Hey, but he's just not as fast as AI, but he definitely will give you some good information.
He gives you some great information. I gotta get to it.
Again, like I say, I'm not a gambler, and looking at this story didn't even entice me to want to gamble moving forward. I just was curious, because I still think, more or less, it's just, and it's an opinion. But
what's the difference between, if that's the case, then everybody would win the lotto. That would be crazy. What's the difference between a quick pick and an AI? It's the same thing. I think AI is just a quick pick.
That's a good question.
I think you might be right.
That is something I do. I do
That's
play.
all it is.
You might be right.
Yeah.
It is an AI.
It's just a quick pick.
Yeah.
But all quick picks are not the same. So can you explain that? Is AI just giving you the information based on that time, that specific time, and it changes each second or each minute?
I never tried it, but again, I will try. Actually, I'm gonna try to see if it'll give me a bracket, but it's probably gonna give me the U of H bracket, like you just said, since it already started.
I don't think the quick pick numbers. I don't think that they give you the numbers that they predict that may
are gonna come up. Yeah,
that'll be winners. I think that they'll give you the numbers that haven't been used that much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you got four people in the room, and they tell you, okay, well, they write down, I want number 2, hypothetical 2, and then you got 4 people that wrote down number 2. Now, by the time the 5th person come up, they do a quick pick. They ain't gonna give them number 2. They're gonna give them number 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
It has to be some kind of way that machine knows.
Yeah, I think they'll give you the numbers that haven't been used
That's
that
a
much.
pattern.
Used that much, and the numbers that's been used frequently, but not really the numbers that's gonna win.
Yeah, that's really kind of crazy, but
I could see somebody that's addicted to gambling, man, really getting
I have to wait till football season.
AI adding to that addiction, making it worse.
yeah.
I'm glad here at the 52 Sky, man, we got our own artificial intelligence type person.
Freddie G CPT.
I mean, because like I say, I have a hard time just totally believing that something can actually predict the future.
Yeah.
It's just hard for me to believe it, but I'm not saying that I'm totally against it, because it has been proven, but I just feel like coincidence kind of overrides the expertise, I would say.
They have a thing called the optimizer. I use the optimizer, and the way it works is, remember I told you to do NFL, so each player is priced. And if it's Saquon Barkley, he's going to be the highest, which is about $10,000 or 10,000, not real dollars, but they give you 60,000 points to work with.
Right.
And then you have to break up 7 members, I think, for football, up into 60,000. But Saquon's usually 12,000 at 60, right? So you have to try to find a cheaper player that's about 3,000 or 4,000, which is really, really hard to do. So this is thing called the optimizer. It's an NFL optimizer. You click the player that you want, which is Saquon Barkley.
And this is on another app?
Yeah, this is not. It's called the optimizer. Mm-hmm. and it's got the NFL optimizer, NBA optimizer.
Oh, okay.
Every sport
Gotcha.
is just called the optimizer. And you click, so I want Saquon. You don't click 2 players. So I click Saquon and then maybe a receiver, Jamar Chase, and then the optimizer picks the rest. Now, I will say this: the optimizer 70% of the time will pick you a player. You be like, man, he ain't worth but $3,200. He ain't finna do nothing. He'll get off. How the optimizer knows that, I don't know. They won't even be a starter or anything. And then that's the part I don't understand, because 70-80% of the time they be right about the player that just off the bench. They be right.
So you saying the optimizer is doing what we said AI couldn't do, pretty much in regards to predicting someone's behavior. And
well, if the optimizer can do it, I'm pretty sure AI is a little bit smarter than the optimizer. Well,
I'm sure they got to be related somehow.
I'll say this: the optimizer is strictly sports. AI is everything.
Yeah, I got you.
So since it's just strictly for sports, it's probably more accurate than AI, I'm thinking. Or maybe optimizer is AI. I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure they're somehow related. You know, if it's being done automatically. But if and in the event that AI can increase your betting chances for those out there that are gamblers, man, feel free to press your luck. I still, I hope that, you know, if I do decide to gamble at any point in time, let me back up, man, because I did want to mention, I think some people do pick their brackets, and I'm speaking of the March Madness brackets. I think a lot of these smart scientists and things of that nature have already been trying to use AI to pick their brackets, you know, even before AI became big like it is now. You know, and now we're kind of, their secret is kind of being exposed. Not saying that anybody, I don't even know of anybody that's ever won a bracket. Do you guys know of anybody that's ever won?
No, because you get $1 million, and we got people that got close, like 4 or 5 wrong, but never just the perfect bracket. No one has done it.
Yeah, I'm always hearing about the talk about the brackets at the beginning of the tournament. But, you know, once it's said and done, you know, I never hear anything else about them.
If anybody ever got a perfect one, their job, they would never probably have to ever worry about money again.
I agree.
Because they would probably be on ESPN, would probably hire them.
Instantaneously famous.
Instantaneously. I've seen too many. There's a guy, he did, I can't remember his name, but he just did a sports trivia thing, and he knew everything. And before I knew it, he was on ESPN. They was just doing a little thing, and then next thing you know, maybe a year later, he's on ESPN. I'm like, he got a job just from answering simple old questions like Freddie G be doing. Now he's on ESPN. He was just a regular person. So just imagine somebody got a perfect bracket. They'll have a job forever.
How do you guys think AI would impact Vegas? If at all, would it hurt the economy?
I don't think. Well, it wouldn't hurt Vegas' economy, of course. Let me say that, because more people gonna try AI.
That's what. Yeah, we did say that earlier.
I think the odds of you getting it right is like 1 in like, what's it, 36 million? It's high.
I don't know. It's still high.
It's high. So if you bet $100, you can got you about $360 million if on a perfect bracket.
And I think there are some games that AI, there's no way AI can predict that, you know, like Russian roulette.
Yeah, I was gonna say those games that you physically have to play, like cards,
blackjack, stuff like
Russian roulette,
table roulette.
Table roulette. Yeah.
Russian roulette is putting a bullet to your head.
You tripping.
You didn't even catch it.
I was about to say, I was going to say slash.
But you know, the roulette.
Slash be playing Russian roulette with an automatic.
Let's go play Russian roulette.
With an automatic.
You know, when you say how would it impact Vegas, you got to think there's so many different ways to gamble.
The slot machines.
So check it out. If you're placing a bet, it's so many different ways to gamble. Sometimes they'll say, okay, do you think said quarterback would have, how many yards you think he would pass for in the first quarter or the first half?
Yeah, Vegas has all kind of bets.
Now Vegas have all of those odds. You can't use AI for that because number one, the quarterback is relying on coaching, play calling. Is down in distance to determine whether or not they're going to pass. And so that can affect his yards. Then he got to rely on a receiver catching the ball.
Exactly.
Right,
And not only that,
So I think that
if you got a Saquon Barkley in the backfield, you might not even throw the ball because he getting 10 yards a carry.
So
Ain't no use to
AI
throwing it.
may not be as effective in
Gambling.
Right.
Yeah. I would.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking, I probably wouldn't use it.
There it is. See, our own AI is breaking it down to us, making it letting
I
us
probably
know that
wouldn't use
it may not be beneficial
Yeah.
to utilize AI when gambling.
I'm just gonna use Freddie G CPT.
And for anybody out there that's wanting to use Freddie G, just check our Facebook, Twitter, and X pages.
Oh, and by the way, if you use me, I get a percentage.
99.99.
I appreciate y'all joining us, man. Come back next week. Peace. This concludes another True Tuesday episode. And be sure you tune in tomorrow for another episode of Women Wednesday with Freddie G. Don't forget to follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast, Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like and or subscribe. And to all my 52 Scott faithfuls, it may be new to you, but if you heard it here, then you know it's true.